Okay, everybody, welcome to my new home. We are approaching the garden where sometimes I sit and relax, read the paper, study, or just get a breath of fresh air. As you can see, they're still doing some work on the garden, but they finished I even forgot the word in English, ratsuf in Hebrew. They finished you can see the concrete, the blocks of concrete that I can sit on and put that bench will go back there. And look at the scenery. You can't beat this scenery. This is some of the best scenery in the world. Straight from my backyard. I mean, Switzerland, watch out. This is some pretty beautiful scenery. Look at this. Straight from my backyard. I could sit in my backyard, have a drink, read the paper, and just stare straight at this for hours. Some of the best scenery in Israel, if not the whole world. Okay, now let's go to my apartment. We're going on the walkway. Okay, my dryer is still outside. We still have to get that settled. Hopefully we'll have a place for my dryer, either outside or inside somewhere. In the meantime, my landlord's been nice enough to dry clothes for me. This is the door to my apartment. It's a fortress. Look at that. No one's getting through this thing. This is a fortress. Okay. This is the first view. This is when you walk into my apartment. This is what you see when you look straight ahead. You can see Mira's room is straight ahead. There's the door that goes to the rest of my landlord's house, which is locked all the time. And there's the door to Abba and Naftali's room, the Abba Sun Suite, if you will. Right when you walk into the entryway, you have a place to hang coats, bags, whatever. You turn to the left when you walk in. You have the kitchen area. Let's get some light on in here. One of the downfalls of this apartment, and there are very few, is that even during the day, it's a dark apartment. You have to turn on the light even during the day, even in the middle of summer, when it's as sunny as can be, it's still dark in this apartment. So you still have to turn on light even during the day. That's one of the disadvantages of this apartment, but I can live with that. Now, to the right, you have the salon. Coffee table, couch, another couch. By the way, this apartment came fully furnished. I only brought 2 pieces of furniture. This couch that I liked is one of them. And that couch was provided. This coffee table was provided. You keep walking into the salon. At the corner, you have my entertainment center, my computer, my printer. That table also, the computer table was also provided, by the way. I didn't have to provide that. So you have my computer, printer. Here you have a place just to put some pictures, decorations, souvenirs, etc. And over here, you have my bookshelf with all my holy books, if you will. My non-secular books, the books that I actually study with for study Torah. So this is the salon. Pretty decent sized salon for a basement apartment. I mean, it starts here, and the mirror makes it look bigger, but then you can see me in the mirror. Oh, I better turn this. Okay, let's go on to the eating area. This is the dining room area, which is not that far from the salon. It's a couple of steps. And this is where I eat with my kids and guests, whoever, sometimes myself. Straight behind the eating area, you have the bathroom area. Typical bathroom, toilet, sink. I have my hamper here. The shower, bath area. Unfortunately, there's an electric. Instead of there being a sundial, which would be cheaper, there's an electric heater, an electric water heater, which means that even in the summer I have to turn it on for about 20 minutes to have hot water. But again, something I can live with, not the end of the world. The upside is that in the winter, instead of having to turn it on for like a half hour or an hour even, 20 minutes is enough, and I have plenty of hot water. Nothing special about the bathroom. This thing for the toilet paper was provided. I did not buy that. It was there already. There's a place, of course, above the sink is space to put medicine, brushes, etc. Typical bathroom. Nothing special, but it serves its purpose. On to the kitchen area. Look at this kitchen area. Now this refrigerator was provided. I'm supposed to get a bigger one. The landlord did say he'd provide a bigger one. This is temporary, just to get me started. But you know what? I'm managing just fine with it. It has everything I need. It has a freezer. You know, it has. I'm basically a bachelor, except for when I have my kids. You know, for every other weekend, I'm a bachelor. So this refrigerator is serving its purpose. Plenty of cabinet space. Look at. I'm going to step back for a minute so you can see all the cabinet space in this kitchen. Look at this. Look at how many cabinets there are. I mean, even for a family, it's plenty. Certainly for a bachelor with 2 kids that sleep here occasionally, it's plenty. See, space to store food. I could even go higher if I want to get a step ladder or something, and I could even go higher and store stuff up there. Down here, there's plenty of space. I basically store my drinks here. Look at all this cabinet space, you know. Plenty of stuff, plenty of space to store plates. I have the one-time stuff you use to throw, you throw out after. Stuff to store my cleaning stuff. All my cleaning materials are under the sink. So, stuff that I used to cook with, like oil, or stuff that, I have to put the meat in when I put it in this oven to cook in. More dishes, silverware, more dishes. These are all my cooking utensils. Oh, I also have stuff that, like, if I have leftover food, I put it in there and then put it in the refrigerator. More cooking utensils. This I'm going to use for my Pesach corner, my Passover corner. Stuff that's kosher for Passover is going to go in here. More space to store stuff overhead. More space for food. More space for glasses, what have you. I mean, the storage space here is endless. This oven came with the apartment. I didn't buy it. It came with the apartment. It's included in the rent. The warranty is included in the rent. I can't complain. This, unfortunately, is the washing machine, which hasn't been installed yet. Apparently, my washing machine that he's going to provide is smaller than this one. But he needs people to take this one upstairs to his place and take the one upstairs that's going to be mine down here, and then he needs to install it in the bathroom, which I showed you. Okay, on to Meira's room. First of all, Meira, by the way, this is her work of art. She did this sign herself in her art class that she had a couple of years ago. So, Meira's room, I have to warn you, is still being renovated. This is not how it's going to look when it's done. It's being renovated. Let me turn on the light. There's going to be the landlord's plan is to have shelves and hanging space in that little nook in the wall. It's not going to look like this forever, okay? It's being renovated. There's going to be shelves and there's going to be a place to hang stuff. In the meantime, Meira has a dresser. Whoop, I almost fell, to keep her clothes. And look at how big this room is. I'm standing right now my back is against the wall on one end of the room, and my camera is pointing towards the other end of the room. It's almost like 2 rooms in one because there's a partition, as you can see, but it's all Meira's. This is all Meira's. She has this to herself. Her bed is at the other end of the room. That carpeting is temporary. That floor is still being renovated. That thing hanging from the ceiling is not always going to hang from the ceiling. That's going to be taken care of. But as you can see, she has a very long room, and it's pretty wide too. I'm standing at one extreme, and looking towards the other as far as width. The switch that I have to turn on to get hot water for the shower is in her room, but that's okay, something we can live with. And as you can see, her room, now I'm going to stand at the other extreme where her bed is. Look at how big her room is. She has this all to herself. I mean, it's like after sharing a room with Naftali all these years, which is probably half the size. So you can imagine, she's excited. Oh, I better turn the light off or I will forget. Now, we're going to move on to the Abba Sun Suite. My room and Naftali's room. Let's get the light on in here. Okay, first of all, you walk in. You have plenty of closet space for clothes. You have more space for like other stuff. And yet more space for clothes. Let me stand on one end of the room to give you an idea of the size of the room. Look at how big this room is. This room's also big. Look at how big this room is. I'm standing on one end, and the picture you see is on the other end. That's pretty big. Okay, so I sleep in the bed closer to me right now, and the bed further away from me is Naftali's. And there's a night table, of course. And when I stand next to the night table, now I'm looking the other way. Look at how much space there is. Look at all that space to put clothes in. And of course, below the cabinets, I'm storing some stuff that there just isn't storage space for in the rest of the apartment. You know, my suitcases, I took all my suitcases, put them in one. Unfortunately, in Israel, you need gas masks. So I have mine and Mira Naftali's on top of the suitcase. You know, bicycle helmets, soccer ball, typical boys' room. Yes, I'm a boy at heart. I'm not a man, I'm a boy at heart. And then some other stuff. I have my army bag there, you know, some pictures I haven't hung up yet are in that box, but the storage space below the cabinet, to get the idea. And I'll stand on the other side of the room, towards where we came in from. Look at how big this room is. And there's a window-like space, as you can see. So if the light's on in the living room, you get some light in here. So that pretty much sums up my new apartment. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope I enjoy living here. I think I will. And then this is the way out of my apartment. This is the view when I want to go out of my apartment. That's the door. So thank you for watching.